Welcome back, decoders, to the channel. This is Decoding with Cody. And today we're going to go over, I don't have a long decode for you guys, but I just wanted to go over a huge code that I've discovered connected to blood and why yesterday, May 22nd, was a huge day for blood rituals. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. And it's not going to be very long, but this is a new code that we can be keeping our eyes out for in the future because I was not really aware of this code, but now it's very obvious. Okay. So I'm going to start out by talking about this article that was released. And it says Republican National Committee's headquarters evacuated after vials of blood are addressed to Trump. Washington AP says the Republican National Committee's Washington headquarters was briefly evacuated on Wednesday, May 22nd, as police investigated two vials of blood that had been addressed to the former President Donald Trump following the presumptive presidential nominee's takeover of the National Party apparatus. So, how interesting, right? We get a story about two vials of blood being sent to Trump, addressed to Trump, to the Republican National Committee on 522, guys. And in Gematria, in the reverse Sumerian cipher, which is the reverse cipher times 6, right? So this is a very big cipher we always use. The word blood equals 522. So what are the chances, guys? Blood is in the news being sent to Trump on 522, and blood equals 522. And we're going to talk about how it's not just this story, guys. Yesterday was all about blood, okay? Don't forget, guys, Trump was born on a blood moon, okay? June 14th, 1946 was a full blood moon, just like today, May 23rd, is also a full moon. It's not a blood moon, but Trump himself was born on a blood moon. And yesterday, the day that these vials was sent to Trump on 522, Trump was 77 years, 343 days old, okay? And this is a huge number with Trump. He always has alignments with the 777 and the 77. But the reason that this 343 is interesting lining up with yesterday is because the number 343 is 7 times 7 times 7. So essentially, you could say that Trump was 77 years and 7 times 7 times 7 days old. Okay, so all sevens. And of course, you get this blood story, and he was born on a blood moon. And again, the word blood equals 522. Okay, just like yesterday was 522, 2024. Okay, so I think that's what ties in this blood. And remember, Trump's birthday is also coming up soon, next month, and it's the Pluto return date, right? So something really big tied here with Donald Trump. I'm not going to talk a whole lot more about him in this decode, but if you guys have any extra add-ons about Trump, please add them in the comments of this video. Thank you. Appreciate that. Next, so the same day as this 522 vials sent to Trump, these blood sent to Trump, you had this guy in the news. He's a wrestler, right? I'm going to explain to you about his past before I explain to you what happened yesterday. So this guy's name is Edge. This is his wrestling name. And you're going to notice that Edge equals 522 in the same cipher as blood, okay? And this is not a coincidence, guys, because Edge is known for giving bloodbaths, okay? Right here, this was an old article. Edge hits Seth Rollins with a brewed bloodbath, okay? Right here. And the reason that he was so connected to blood is because when he started his career, he was part of a group called the Brood, and their leader was a vampire named Gangrel, and he used to always have blood and drink the blood, okay? Well, look at what the group that Edge started out with, the Brood, equals 522, guys, and they were all about blood. So I want you guys to understand this, right? Edge equals 522, like blood, and he was part of the group called the Brood, which was all about blood, and the Brood equals 522. And if you take Edge's full real name, Adam Joseph Copeland, it equals 522. So absolutely, this slide should be no doubt in your guys' mind, because this guy, if you guys know wrestling, this guy is so connected to blood, and his name equals blood. His full name has the 522. The group he was in, all 522. Okay, so now let's get to why I'm talking about this guy, because what did he do yesterday on 522, the same day that Trump received the blood vials? Okay, Edge gave a bloodbath yesterday on 522 live on AEW Wrestling. Right, here's the video, guys. Raining blood. Kyle O'Reilly faces House of Black's Malachi Black. And this is where Edge, right here, here's the video from yesterday, Edge giving the bloodbath to Malachi Black. Okay? And again, just like in the last slide I discussed, Edge equals 522, blood, the Brood, which is the group he used to be part of with the vampire connection. Okay? Absolutely undeniable, guys, on 522, the same day that Trump receives the blood vials. Okay? And it's just insane, really, if you think about it. And it's not even it, guys. I'm going to show you another thing that happened yesterday. Thanks to my girlfriend, she revealed something. Actually, at the very moment I was watching this video of Edge giving a bloodbath, my girlfriend comes into the room and says, "Do you know that this soccer player said that they drink blood yesterday?" And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm literally sitting here watching a video about a bloodbath, and my girlfriend comes in with a completely different story about yesterday and says that this soccer player said that he drinks blood. Okay, so look at this. This was said yesterday, guys, on 522, like blood equals 522. Zaka, on the secret of Leverkusen's success, we drink blood every morning. Okay, this is what this soccer player just said yesterday, guys. The same day that Edge gave a bloodbath, and the same day that there was vials received by Trump to the Republican National Committee. Okay, so there you go. 3 stories yesterday connected to blood. And again, this guy says we drink blood every morning. That's how we're so good. Okay. And this guy is called Granit Xhaka. He's born on the Jesuit's birthday, September 27th, but he's a Swiss. And just remember that the Swiss, they are all about the color red, like blood. So I don't think that's a coincidence either. But what are the chances, guys? That's three huge connections that blood was a huge thing yesterday, right? On 522. But that's not it, guys. Look at this article posted from a Tennessee newspaper local station yesterday. Meet host of Dracula's Kung Fu Theater as Dracula's Bloodtastic Blood Drive on May 26th. But this article was posted on yesterday, 522, the same day as all these other things I just talked about. And blood equals 522. And they're talking about this thing called Blood Assurance is hosting a one-of-a-kind blood drive on the 26th. And why the 26th, guys? Because Sunday happens to be World Dracula Day. So the 26th of May is World Dracula Day. I just told you that yesterday on 522, this guy says they drink blood. And yesterday on 522, this guy who's got all about the number 522 gave a bloodbath. And yesterday on 522, Donald Trump received blood. Okay? So how interesting, right? How interesting that this all connects the same day. All right? But that's not even it, guys. We got more. Look at this. This was also in the news yesterday. The contaminated blood scandal, also known as the infected blood scandal, is a British medical scandal in which a large number of people were infected with hepatitis C and HIV as a result of receiving contaminated blood or contaminated clogging factors. And this was in the news yesterday too, guys. Here's the article posted from one day ago. Infected blood scandal. Okay? And what are the chances, guys? Blood scandal and satanic 522 again. Blood 522. So there you go. How many stories is that, guys? Count them. Trump receiving blood, that's 1. Edge giving a bloodbath, that's 2. The guy, soccer player from Leverkusen, saying they drink blood, that's 3. The Tennessee news station posting about a blood drive, that's 4. And now this, also in the news yesterday, a blood scandal, which equals 522. That's 5 different stories, guys. Okay? And the 522 is the main center of this. Okay? Now, that's not even it. Okay? Because remember, a few weeks ago, we got the painting of King Charles, and it was all red, like blood, guys. And King Charles is a descendant. Read right here. The royal family has links to several countries across Europe, including Romania, and it turns out that King Charles is a descendant of the real-life Dracula, formerly known as Prince Charles. Charles actually owns several properties in Transylvania, is the heir to Vlad the Impaler's bloodline. Okay, so this guy, again, releasing a blood-red portrait just 2 weeks ago, or less than 2 weeks ago, and he's a descendant of Dracula. Okay? And World Dracula Day is on May 26th, guys, right? I just showed you in this article here that they were saying they're going to have a blood drive on May 26th, World Dracula Day. And now you have May 26th. Look at this, guys, in Fibonacci cipher, World Dracula Day, 526, like the day that they celebrate World Dracula Day. Okay? And again, this ties all the way back to King Charles being part of the royal bloodline of Vlad the Impaler, who was the real life Dracula. Okay, so again, not a coincidence. I think it's definitely tied to this whole month of May, right? And that's, I think, why King Charles released his blood red portrait. Okay. And how about this, guys? Another article released yesterday. It says, "Bring on the bloodbath." And it says Rishi Sunak thoroughly deserves the electoral kicking this election is sure to bring. And again, guys, released on 5/22, Rishi Sunak about ready to get a bloodbath in his election. He declared an election, guys, for July. And now this guy's saying that he's about ready to be bloodbathed. And blood, 5/22, he posted the article on 5/22. And again, Rishi Sunak is also involved. Rishi Sunak's also involved in this thing, the contaminated blood scandal, because this is a British scandal, okay? And again, blood scandal 5/22. So Rishi Sunak, big part of this decode as well. But again, this article, again, that's, what is that, guys, 6 or 7 now that I've showed you? From yesterday, 5/22. And now, let's just make a random connection to Pope Francis, because I was looking into this date yesterday and trying to see, well, what was 522 days back from yesterday, from yesterday, right? Well, 522 days back exactly from 5/22 was Pope Francis's birthday, guys, his 86th birthday. And the reason that's important is because 86 is a blood sacrifice number. So what are the chances if you go 522 days back from 5/22, the day of blood, I've shown you all the connections to, you land on Pope Francis' 86th birthday, which is blood sacrifice in gematria, okay? And don't overlook the fact that Franciscus, which is the Latin for Francis, equals 5/22, guys, okay? So this may be foreshadowing Pope Francis' death, which also equals 5/22 in the same cipher as Franciscus. And again, here's the Latin for Pope Francis. So again, guys, something to think about. 5/22 days back is his birthday from 5/22. And again, this is the blood number. I showed you blood 5/22, and this guy's, in the news. So I guess we'll see, guys. I just wanted to really reveal this new code that I stumbled across yesterday, and I think it's pretty undeniable. So if we go back, we're just going to do a quick recap. Trump receives the vials of blood on 5/22. Edge, who equals 5/22, he gives a bloodbath on 5/22. And then this guy says they drink blood on 5/22. And then this post says they're going to give a blood drive on, and this is posted on 5/22. And they scheduled it for World Dracula Day. And on 5/22 in the news also is the blood scandal, which equals 5/22. And yeah, so again, World Dracula Day coming up on 5/26, something to be looking out for, maybe more blood rituals. But anyways, guys, take care out there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit the like button if you're enjoying the content, and I'll be back soon with another live stream. But much love to you all. Until then, God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.